Conan's latest build set, the Argossean Observatory Extension, is out right now. Is it worth your money? Well, today I'm going to be answering that exact question. Firstly, quick disclaimer, unlike other bizarre reviews, this bundle was not provided to me by Funcom. It wouldn't affect the review either way, but it's worth mentioning as most of them are gifted by Funcom, so I want to be transparent that this one was not. So, let's begin. The Argossean Observatory Extension comes in at 1200 Crom coins, or exactly $10, the standard price for single bundle build sets, and on first rotation is available until October 31st. The bundle contains 23 items in 4 categories. Those are windows and walls, roofs, doors and floors, and supports and stairs. Quick technical section, the Argossean Observatory is a tier 3 set, so equivalent in cost and building health to Black Ice. It contains ceilings and foundations for both squares and wedges, and the new fences included in this bundle do not have anti-climb on them, whereas the original Argossean fences do. Now, onto the visuals. Aesthetically, this extension stays true to the spirit of Argossean, where other extensions like Turanian or Yamatai Tower break away from their core style to create something new. This set iterates on the original, which I think is probably a choice for the best. Where it does stray from the DLC set, it does so carefully with the addition of blue and gold elements, alongside more of a focus on air and light with the large windows. If you like the original Argossean DLC, this set doesn't depart from the original concept too much, but aesthetically offers a large improvement on the original design, adding more texture, detail and colour into a set that was generally quite good, but could get overwhelming in how two-tone it became at times. So what's the actual building experience with this set? It's pretty straightforward, to be honest. I didn't really have many difficulties with anything outside of placing the spiral stairs. I think Funcom have yet to perfect the clipping on those items, but to be fair, it was relatively easy to get a handle of when they will work and what prevents them from doing so. Aside from that, it's all plain sailing really. If I had to give it a numerical rating of how easy or hard it is to use, with 0 being hard and 10 being easy, I'd go for a 9 out of 10, maybe pushing a 9.5. Outside of the aforementioned stairs, it's incredibly simple to use and returns very attractive results for a relatively low amount of input. Nothing really gets in the way of your building flow, and because this set has both wedges and squares in foundations and ceilings, you're basically unrestrained in terms of what you can build. Some of the more slightly finicky pieces, like the 3-piece windows, are also uniform on both sides, which makes life a lot easier. The vaulted starry fresco ceilings, the two are beautiful, a standout piece from the set, and they work perfectly with quarter pillars. Aside from the stairs, there isn't much of a learning curve to speak of. I think even a beginner builder should be able to get a hang of this set relatively quickly. The building experience is overall rather nice. Smooth and easy to use, even the dome roofing plays nicely and works as good as you would hope. The extra texture and detailing on the new pieces helps to add a bit of style and personality to what I sometimes feel like is an almost clinical set, the original Argossean that is, and the inclusion of windows, skylights and such adds a whole new aspect of both light and air to this set. On the bugs front, I actually haven't really encountered any at all. Some may emerge as more and more people use it extensively, but so far I've not seen anything to speak of. That being said, there are some smaller design issues that I wouldn't say are bugs, like spiral stairs being a bit of a pain to place at times, alongside quarter pillars occasionally being blocked by said stairs, and that traversing tightly packed spiral staircases can cause you to bump the hitbox and get stuck for a second. However, these are all relatively minor issues, and for the most part you can work around them. There are, however, one or two things that did stand out as a bit of a missed opportunity. The dome roof pieces are great for what they're trying to achieve, but I would have really liked some sloping sides to close them off with an open gable and have rounded roofs. At the moment, it's basically a dome or nothing, unless you want an open air gable, or you nestle it between two taller buildings. I also would have loved some 2x1 double doors. I think they'd fit perfectly in this set. All in all though, in terms of issues and bugs, there's very little to report, and what there is worth mentioning is relatively minor. So, final opinions, do I recommend this set? I've got to be honest, when I first heard the team were doing an Argossean extension, I wasn't immediately sold. I could think of a few other sets that probably needed it more, and I thought Argossean was perfectly serviceable. It was, and still is, but to be honest, they've pretty much knocked it out of the park again with this extension. It doesn't take a big departure from the style of the original in the way that something like Yamatai Towers does, but it doesn't need to. Argossean and this extension merge perfectly with no seams or scuffs, the two work in tandem without faltering, and the extension stays faithful to the original design traits while still developing on it further, making Argossean a truly top tier set. I would say this extension is roughly at the same level of quality as Yamatai Towers, and if you like Argossean, I definitely would recommend it. And there we have it, my review of the new Argossean Observatory extension on the Black Lotus Bazaar. Thanks for watching, and of course a massive thanks to our wonderful esteemed coffee cultists for continuing to support the channel over on Patreon. Let me know what you think of this bundle in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for the best Conan Exiles content. There's much more Age of Heroes coverage coming. Take care, and I'll see you soon.